guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the start of a new reading vlog. So I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know how long I'm gonna be recording this vlog, but I enjoy doing it, so I might as well just record it. For the reading vlog, I'm planning to be reading something that I was supposed to read in August. I have started it in August, but I got only up to about page 30. So I'm gonna continue this book in September and hopefully I'll get to finish it soon. But what I'm talking about is The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah. So I got up to page about 100 now, so I'm about a quarter of a way through. It's a historical fiction set during Second World War, and we're following two sisters. One called, it's set in France, so all the names are French and I don't speak French. I don't know how to pronounce French words, French names, so I'm just gonna try my best. One of the sisters' name is Vienne and she's the older one. She is very much more calm and scared and really anxious about the war. She wants to just comply with everything that the Nazis are telling them to. She wants to follow the guidelines set by the French government, which is basically not to resist, just to do as you're being told, just do as Nazis, the occupiers, are telling you to do. And she's very much afraid of everything, of the consequences. She has a young daughter. Her husband has been sent away. He's been pulled into army to fight for France. And then we have the younger sister who is very much the opposite of Vienne. Her name is Isabel and she really wants to resist. She wants to fight. She wants to go to the front. She wants to be a nurse in the front. She definitely wants to actively engage in war and do something for the country and for the people around her, the French people. So far, we kind of been setting the scene. The first 100 or so pages is just setting the scene, what's happening, and basically just getting to know the characters. Not much has happened so far. I had kind of mixed feelings, or more likely, I'm just like feeling a bit meh about this whole book. It's fine. It reads well. I'm enjoying it when I'm reading it, but it's nothing really new for me, especially taking into account that I read All the Lights You Cannot See this year as well, and it's very similar vibe so far. It's set in France. We're following kind of two characters, and yeah, so I think plot-wise, hopefully something's gonna change, because so far there's not much plot happening and there's not a lot of content in here. I really hope that it's gonna change, and as we progress in the story, that things are gonna start happening and it's gonna be different kind of Second World War story to what we already know, because I feel like a lot of them are very similar. But either way, I'm going to be reading The Nightingale in this vlog, but also I'm hoping to be picking up another book, and it is something that was also supposed to start in August, which didn't happen, but I have an audiobook for it, so I'll probably be switching back and forth between the physical and the audio format, and I'm gonna be finishing The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. I'm super excited to find out how it turns out, how the series is gonna wrap up, but obviously I haven't even started it. But as I said, I'm gonna be updating you guys on these two titles as I move on and read more. Okay, I'm gonna go and have my breakfast and then I'll check back with you later. guys, so I'm coming to you with a reading update about the Nightingale because I've read 200 pages of the Nightingale, so I'm almost halfway through the book and I have some thoughts. Firstly, something started happening, the plot is moving forward, so this is a good thing because, as I said in my previous clip, was that I felt like there was really no plot so far. It was just a setting of the scene and just getting to know the characters, and now definitely there is some plot happening, which is good, but I feel like there is nothing really new in here. I don't know, maybe it's just me personally, but I feel like a big massive weight is put on how women are also wanting to fight back and what they can do in war, because obviously they don't go to into army. But I knew that all before, and we learned in school how important women were in the resistance, in the underground. Apart from just being nurses and stuff, they were really big part of the informants and the resistance. And I don't feel like there was anything new in here in this story so far, because that's what the main focus is on, how women can help. So far I'm enjoying it. I think it's okay. I mean, there's nothing really bad or nothing really great about this book, so it's kind of in the middle. I am enjoying reading it. I want to know what happens to the characters and how it's gonna all end up, but as I said, nothing really amazing or unexpected has happened so far. The one thing that I wanted to say is, it's not gonna be a spoiler, but there's one theme or like one thing that's happening in the book, and if you know anything about Second World War, you know that in France there were a lot of British pilots. They obviously, when the planes were shot down, they would have to hide in France, and a lot of French people would just hide them in the cellars or in the closets or whatever. So we have the same theme in here. A British airman arrives, and I know that this is not something that should be taken lightheartedly. I know that the fear and the anxiety connected to hiding a British airman in occupied France is real, and it was horrible to experience this kind of emotions. And obviously the same was for the British airmen who were in there. But the only thing I think about when this is happening is this British comedy show Allo Allo, and like I can't take it seriously. It's just hilarious. I just have the pictures of or the scenes from that show in my head, and I know it's bad because I don't get hit by all these emotions in this book because of my connections to a comedy show. So I don't know if you know it, but it's really funny. So if you want to check it out, definitely recommend you check it out. But yeah, I just feel like I can't take it seriously. So that's a bit weird, but yeah, I'm actually starting to enjoy the book more now, and hopefully it's just gonna keep growing. My enjoyment is gonna keep growing, and by the end of the book I'm gonna completely fall in love with the whole story. Also, one more thing, because I said that I have an audiobook of The Hero of Ages and I'm gonna be listening to it, I was wrong. I don't have it. I thought it was available on Script. It's not, so I think I'm just gonna have to wait with starting The Hero of Ages until I finish The Nightingale. Hopefully we'll be able to do it soon. I didn't manage to read much lately because I've recorded a video and Obviously it's gonna be up now because it's September TBR, but I had to edit it and there was just a lot going on. So hopefully in the coming days I'm gonna manage to finish this one and then start on with the other books from the TBR. But yeah, it was just really silly of me thinking that the audiobook was available when it's not, and it made me a little sad. But maybe they will have the audiobook available through my library. I'll have to go and check it out. But yeah, so that's it for this reading update, and I'll update you guys later. Hey guys, so I've got another little update for you, as there was a little bit change of plans in regards of what I'm gonna be reading. So obviously I am continuing on with the Nightingale. I am about 300 pages in, so I've got just over 130 or so pages left. I am enjoying it more and more with every chunk that I read. The more I am into the story, the more I learn about the characters, I enjoy it more. I still feel like it's kind of predictable in a way that all Second World War stories are, but obviously it's based on history, so it's based on actual things that were happening, so I'm not really that bothered about it. Still making a good progress with my reading, 300 pages in, so hopefully I'll be finishing that soon. But I was supposed to be reading The Hero of Ages on an audiobook, but Script didn't have it, and then I checked on my library website as well and they didn't have it either. So instead I picked up this book, which is Becoming by Michelle Obama, and I am listening to it in an audiobook form, but I'm also like sitting down and reading with the audiobook. Audiobook is amazing. It's narrated by Michelle Obama herself and it's just amazing. And the memoir, I love it. I read how much? I read 6 chapters, so I'm on page 84 right now. So about this much in, not too much in, but I love it so much. It's so real, so true, and wow, it's just amazing. Honestly, I'm so happy with how it's written. I am so intrigued about her life. She's just such a wonderful person and a role model to a lot of people, including me as well. And I'm just in awe in how real her story is written in here, and how she's not ashamed or afraid of realistically portraying her experiences and her thoughts and even the mistakes that she made. And it always feels like she's learned so much from even the mistakes that she made, and every moment of her life she took as an opportunity to better herself and to become a better person, and it's really inspiring. It's definitely something that caught my attention. I'm so gripped in the story. I said I'm gonna read a chapter here, a chapter there. It's not happening so far. I picked it up yesterday, and yeah, well, 6 chapters in, I'm absolutely in love with this memoir. It's just really well done. Love it. What I'm planning to do today as well is hopefully I'll get to record my August wrap up today, because today's Sunday and the construction workers are not working on Sundays. Thank God for that. So I'm hopefully gonna use this opportunity to record the wrap up for you guys, and yeah, hopefully it'll be up soon in a couple of days time. Also, can we appreciate the fact that my hair has gotten kind of wavy / curly over the past a year or so. My hair has always been like straight, really straight. I couldn't do anything with it. Like, it would get wavy if I left it in a braid, but it was never anything like this. Whereas if you've seen a video of my sister's hair is super curly. So yeah, I've always wanted to have curly hair, and now out of the blue, I don't know what's happening to this hair. Yeah, this started happening, so I'm excited, and I still need to learn how to care for this hair. It's a completely different hairstyle and hair type, but yeah, I think it's nice. Yeah, so just a really random fact in here, but I'll catch up with you guys later. Hey guys, so I've been looking at my shelves and I decided that I want to reorganize them because I need to find myself something to do, apparently. But they look extremely messy, and it's been a hot minute since I reorganized them. I think I haven't reorganized them since we moved into this flat, which was a year ago almost now. And the new books I've been just stuffing up wherever they would fit. Like, this shelf is just, I don't know what's happening here. This is my stack of currently reading or very soon to be read books. But yeah, I think the plan is I'm gonna try to reorganize them, and I have rainbow shelves right now currently, but I think I'm a little bit bored and I feel like it doesn't work anymore for me, especially that I have like this long shelf that I can kind of stack 2 rows of books, like in this case in here. So I think I'm gonna put like some series or some books that I'm not really interested in anymore, or I've read a long time ago, just at the back, and then put some of the other ones at the front. But I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I think hopefully it's gonna turn out well, and I'll update you guys later to see how it looks like. So last night I finished The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah, and I just wanted to come and chat with you about my overall feelings towards this book. This book, as I already mentioned in my many videos, was really hyped up. Even the Goodreads reviews, they're so good, and I think it has like 4.58 average rating, which is like extremely high, obviously. So I was going into it expecting a lot and expecting to be blown away. As I said before, the more I was reading, the more I was enjoying it, but in the end, I felt like the story was not something new at all. I feel like Kristin Hannah wrote this book for people who don't know anything about Second World War, and I feel like anyone who has been taught about Second World War, they've been taught about the resistance and the underground, and the fact that women were a massive part of the underground as well. Whereas in The Nightingale, it feels like the ideal audience is someone who has no idea that this has been happening. Every 20-30 pages we have someone saying or thinking, well, you know, women do something as well. It felt like it was supposed to educate some people who didn't know that these things were happening, or that women took an active part in resistance, and it was old news for me. Moreover, I think that the way Kristin Hannah wrote this story was to specifically highlight the things that she wants the reader to take from this story. Instead of letting the reader read the story and then think about it and then come up with their own conclusions, it felt like Kristin Hannah has kind of underestimated the reader and felt like she had to put that in writing, that this is why I wrote the story, this is what I want you to take out of it. If you write a book that is meant for adults, they are used to thinking about things, and they don't really need to have everything written black and white, that this is what the book was about and that was the purpose of the book. Do you think I am stupid and I will not get there by myself? And also, is this the only right way of consuming this book? Well, I don't think so. Also, the world that we are set in is supposed to be more difficult, if you know what I mean. The war is probably the worst thing that can happen to the nation. And I feel like obviously there were a little bit of struggles with food, with heating, but we never get to understand how they managed to survive. They just somehow managed to get the food, and somehow they were always okay. And it felt like, you know, this kind of movie that you know they're gonna end up well. So even though there may be some hardships during the middle and the plot, you know that it's gonna end up well. And I felt like it did not show 100% of reality of war. And I feel like the reality of war was kind of blanketed over with a rainbow duvet for the reader not to feel too bad about this. For me, in the story, there was not even a part that I was feeling overwhelming sadness because of the brutality of war or the brutality of humankind, which I normally feel when I read about Second World War. And this book didn't do that for me. But I think it's a good introduction to Second World War literature. And I feel like if you've never read anything about Second World War or you don't know much about it, this is a story that you can start with, because it's not so straightforward, not as brutal, not as raw as some other books maybe. And you know, if this is your first Second World War story, sure, go for it. There's a little bit of love or kind of romance thing going on. I think it's gonna be good for you to read it and find out a little bit more. Just bear in mind that the world that's been portrayed in the Nightingale is kind of a sugar-coated version of the reality of war. But I think for people who are just starting up with war literature, this is a good way to start with. I think The Nightingale for me was a 3-star read. And then on to my second book that I started in this vlog, which is Becoming by Michelle Obama. So I've been reading and listening to it on audiobook kind of simultaneously. I am on page 190 currently, so about halfway through already. I thought I'm gonna just read a chapter a day maybe or so, but I'm enjoying this so much. I knew that it had so many positive reviews and I knew that so many people loved it, but I never thought that I'm gonna enjoy this as much. I am so emotional reading this book. I honestly don't know why it's that. Maybe it's the way it's written, or maybe it's through the audiobook. I think I mentioned that it's also narrated by Michelle Obama. And just hearing her stories and the fact that she's so real with it, she doesn't sugarcoat anything, and she's not afraid of showing her weaknesses and showing some sides to her that are not probably as you may think watching her speeches or whatever. I think it's a great read, and honestly I'm getting emotional about some silly things, not even like extremely sad or extremely happy things. Every chapter I feel like there is something that makes me emotional for some reason, and it's always different reasons. So this book is really playing on my emotions. But yeah, oh my god, this is so good. Look at the amount of tabs already. I will be continuing with the Becoming in the next few days, and hopefully we'll be finishing with it soon. But yeah. But yeah, loving it so far. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna just finish this vlog in here now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoy my vlogs, because I do enjoy making them, but obviously if this is not something that you want to watch, then maybe I should mix it up a bit more. And yeah, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again with another video soon. Bye!